Okay, captive sphere part 2. I spent a couple of minutes just with a scriber, very thin scriber, just centering up so that the circle where the mortise is going is centered, and I know that the cut is going to cut that mortise. Now these look best with a little border around that, so come in with a pencil, and I just took the equator as the origin because it looks about the right distance to have a border. You can't make them too thin, otherwise they chip out. About 1.5mm of border. Put another circle. I've got my lathe set on half speed, so on the middle pulley, and what I'm going to do, I've got a line across my tool rest that my fingers can't come in front of. First of all, I'm going to use a parting tool and come in and put that border about 0.5mm deep. Will do it. That's that. Now I've got a screw. These are the mini turning, I think they're Axminster mini turning tools. I'm going to come in at an angle exactly on the line of the mortise, just to start it off. You can't go straight in. Okay, now I'm going to flatten it off all the way across. Something I remembered is that this mortise needed to be 7.5mm deep. It gives, and in the end it will give me a 16mm internal that needs sharpening. Sure, you get the idea anyway. I'm going to cut that mortise in there. It'll have a little border around the edge. I need to go a little deeper on that. I'll do that now. Then once I've done this one, I've got to put some alcohol on the hot glue, pick it off, rotate it till the next, and centering it on the next circle, the 5 on this hemisphere, this part of the sphere. Then after I've done those 5, after I've done the tenon, am I going to hollow it this now or later? I can make my mind up. I think I'll do it in one pass. After I've done the mortise, I've got to come in and do the undercuts, but I'll do that in part 3. So I'll go ahead now and put in all these mortises, and then in part 3 that'll be done, and I'll start doing the hollowing. Well, that's the quickest change of mind I ever did. This tool that I made for the captive rings, that end of it, that cleared that mortise really quickly. It didn't take long at all. I had to enlarge it a little bit because this tool has only got a millimetre of clearance, so you have to be super careful putting this in. You've got to put it down to the bottom, cut round to the side. So here we go. Take it out very carefully. I can tell you now that that needs sharpening, but you get the idea. I've marked the halfway point, so I got a kind of mental idea of where I've got to get round to. I've got to get round to there. So a couple of millimetres to go. So I will be doing these one by one. I'll be cutting the mortise and doing the undercut for the hollowing. And the front, oh, I'm using the wrong tool. That's why it didn't go in. That's for cutting the end. Let me try that again. That's more like it. So very carefully, and I just realised that I can judge how far I've gone in by the amount of gap that I've got at the back. So I'm pretty sure now I've got about 3 millimetres there, and the undercut I'm looking for about 3. I've got to go a little bit further. Anyway, you get the idea. I've just got to undercut that. Made a big difference using the right end of the tool. I've got to do this all 10 times. Okay.